The next section I want to go over is the training plan. Odds are, if you've already gone through the orientation, you've already generated a workout plan. As you'll see here, I have multiple training plans. This is what is an option on the paid service. If you're on the free service, you only have that option for the one training plan. And so I'll go in and generate a training plan. Really, with these training plans, you can mix and match whatever your goals are. If you want strength, aesthetics, and general fitness. I know a lot of people, we talk about that Marvel superhero body, so I want the aesthetic of a bodybuilder while also having the performance of an athlete. So you can choose all those things, and it factors that in, because the way I built this algorithm to create these workouts that I can review at any point is to highlight certain goals and to prioritize certain things. So that's how, when you choose those goals, that's how it does it for you. Muscle building or hybrid, strongly recommend just doing the muscle building. If you want hybrid, it's going to be more of a mix of running and HIIT workouts and many other things that if you're newer to the gym or if you're going to a box gym, it's really harder to incorporate a lot of those workouts. But if you have your own home gym like me, you can do a hybrid option. If you've ever been to the gym or lifted weight in your life, you're probably in that intermediate or advanced category. If you've never done anything, you could probably choose beginner. When it comes to training days, choose the days that you know you can be consistent with. I typically go for like a 3 or 4 day, or recommend a 3 or 4 day split for most people. But I also personally like a 5 to 6 day split because I like the consistency. Maybe on some days I'm just doing a recovery, but I like that consistency. So choose whatever works for you. If you miss a day, it will prompt you the very next day. You missed today, or you missed yesterday, do you want to make it up today? But you always have that option. So if we go to generate plan, it's going to evaluate your profile, it's going to evaluate your goals. So when I profile, I mean like your weight, your measurements, your goals, how experienced you are, how many days, and it just goes through all of this information. And at the top, what you'll see, it's longevity first. So my goal with every single plan that I've ever created is I can get you to your goal quickly, but I also want to make sure that you live a long time. I also want to make sure that the structure is built for more longevity, because health is important for longevity. And then it goes into what we call the golden ratio, which I mentioned in the profile section. This is a ratio that bodybuilders use to really look at that aesthetic. So what's their shoulder width compared to the waist width, compared to their leg width, compared to their chest width? There's a ratio that they have deemed the golden ratio. So we pull that information from the profile that you already put in to try to encourage those muscles to develop in that way. Because again, most of the people who come into the program, they want to look like the Marvel superhero while also performing like the Olympic athlete. So how do we do that? We do that with certain programming. And then what I really like about this, if you have a question, you can really touch the carrot to look down at every single workout. But if you have a question about any of it, you just tap the I have a question. What is this movement? Why is this here? I really thought it would be more of these type of movements and less of these type of movements. Just ask. And this is, again, a chat bot that I spent way too much time doing, but and building out, but it's trying to utilize the way that I think about workouts, how I think about longevity, the ratio, what it takes to be fit. I try to put as much as that in here as I can. So you can ask it. It may revise some of the workout based on your conversation, which is great. If not, then just finalize plan. You can get out of there, and then that plan will then be in your training log.